Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. It's Friday, the end of the week. It's Friday Fantasy 14, and we're going back directly into the game. Hope everyone's doing well. What is? There we go. Hope everyone's doing well. For me, it was a very exhausting week, very demanding week, very energy hungry week. But I'm out. We're out. It's done. Uh, I'm not gonna lie. This might be a short stream. uh I'll see how things goes energy wise for me because yeah, I had a demanding week on many levels, not just work level. So we have the main quests there, but we also have the level 50 job, which is what we're going to start with actually. Main reason is I wanted to get out of the way so we can go switch to Red Mage, which should make gameplay more interesting than Black Mage. But yeah, and also I will repeat that later on, but this is a no stream weekend, like at all. There's not even a chance. But it's the last week because next week I might start a quick stream, a surprise stream next weekend. If we test out the capture card and everything works, I might do a surprise stream. Aside that, well, we're starting the Overmont soon. I have yet to send more invitation to some people and everything to plan things out completely, and yeah. Uh, part of this session, Black Magic. It's a lot of text. All right. So this is the last Black Mage quest of Urel Reborn. Let's go back to Ulda. These usually will give. Back then, it will only give the like body part of the relic armory. Now it gives more. Like nowadays, they give an extra set of armor, which was the evolved form. You had to grind to get these. Now they just give it away, and that's okay. Like it was very specific back then. You must have me. Kukuruka has disappeared. What? That man is no messenger of Naltal. He is a miscreant and a charlatan, one guilty of the most heinous of crimes. Now that I've seen him for days, I became worried and entered his chamber to see that he has. See that he was, well, though he prevented me from doing so, which I found only evidence of his deception. The records he had hidden were damning. I now know why he was condemned as the greatest criminal of his day. 100 years past, he conspired with Magi. The beast tried to summon a creature known as Barbatos, a monstrosity that was meant to destroy all of Eorzea. Barbatos? Why does his name remind me of something? That's odd. Barbatos. Why did I heard that name? Huh. Their plot was discovered by the Order of Naltal, and the Void Gate was sealed before Barbatos could emerge. You know what? I'm googling it. The name remind me of something. Final Fantasy Barbatos. Barbatos is a monster in Final Fantasy X. Huh. Okay. Yeah, well, 10-2 more precisely. He's a fiend Fantasy 10. Wait, it's from the Fantasy 10 world. Oh. Okay. Was cast into the Marasaja pit for his crime, where he was to rot until his last breath. The other was allowed to let the word of his desperate, fearing other might someday seek to succeed where Kukuruka failed, and so they left no record of the plot, save a few incredible document parchment intelligible only to those to whom the secret was known. These were the last words I found among the scribblings. 4 is the answer. 4 spell of black, 4 artifact of hell. The blood of 4 race. By 4 alone shall the true power of destruction be awoken from the Void Gate. Like, that's just not the key to sing the Void Gate. It is the key to opening it. God used us to revive this dark heart. He now means to finish what he began a century ago. What fools we were to believe his lies. Please, we must stop him before it is too late. Hurry to Null's reflection in the Southern Talalan. Where is that? Okay. 150. No need for reading it. Oh, alright. Alright. This should be an instance fight. If I recall correctly. Like, well, no. It's not even I recall. All level 50 are instance fight. Bum, bum. Yep, there's a line. What's up, bud? I heard you want to summon the Dark Evil. And succeed. This feels awful like the Tomaturge Square, so he was possessed. simple fight so far. This one's take out the small guys. Oh. Oh, there's another one. Wait, wait. Right. Oh. And there we go. I remember it being way more harder though. I mean, with the adjustment of the class and everything, I didn't think, yeah. What do you have to say for yourself? So for all you have, pay you will. You are one of Italy's Milak. Get, are you not? Mother of mother of mother, her name you know. In 100 years. You, Marge, yes. One of light of Kazibcha, I can see it. And Kobold, through your vein course the blood of Dagu, does it not? Last but not least, a Black Mage. Splendidly done. Few could have vanquished Barbatos as you have. No doubt you are all eager to hear what that truly inspired 100 years ago. Being a kindly soul, I shall tell you. I was ambitious mage in my youth, insatiable in my thirst for knowledge of the arcane. In the course of my study, I discovered an ancient writing which told of a black magic, a magic capable of destroying as only the gods can. Ultima! No, it was innocent at first, until it wasn't. But then questions began to arise in my mind that demanded answers. Where had all the Black Mage of all gone? Why had the existence of the art been hidden? And so I probed endlessly, tirelessly. The more I uncovered, the more it drew me in. There was such power to be had. I was not merely ambitious, I was also vainglorious, and desiring recognition, difference. By accomplishing that which no other could, I sought to make my legacy an eternal one. Yet, the pursuit of black magic was tiring, maybe? Tiring. I would pass days, weeks, months at a time, unsure of how to proceed. And what little progress did come came but slowly. It was then that I met your ancestors. The gem of Chatoto, the power to sense magic. The rigs of all these things I hold to them. With their vast knowledge, the slow crawl of my studies turns to leaps and bounds. I dare say your ancestors saw the same recognition as I. Ridiculed by the Kazibcha, ridiculed by the Amalja for his ingenious analyze of worldly phenomena. A Talimelok named Aperia for not sharing in the small-minded prejudice of the exile. Dagu, a victim of his kind, is you see, bound never to leave the land of the kobolds. We toiled together, learning what we could, and learn we did, much and more, imagining we had lain all that was to be known. We prepare to hold the dark rite. One we believe will restore black magic to its fullest expression. I do not know what came over me. Blinded by my own loss of powers, I altered one of the incantations. It was arrogant, foolish. Our command over the ancient powers we summoned was lost. I watched as the chaotic ether washed over my friends, ripping them apart, only to fuse them together into an abomination. No, you couldn't mean that thing we just saw. Yes. When I saw my hubris had created, I mustered all my strength to see Barbatos sealed behind the void gate. Sealed, yet not defeated. Yet I felt myself corrupted by the Aether, and was unsure whether I could hold my powers in check. Fearful, I returned to Ul'dah, where I manipulated the minds of a few thaumaturges of the Order into believing I had committed some terrible crime, only with me confined to the depths of Marasaja pit could the realm be saved. And there remained, waiting for the coming one with the power to purify the ether of those three fiends with whom I once shared. Did I expect your forgiveness? I truly am sorry. No words, Dozolaz. I am not long for this world. Here, take this relic while I still have the strength enough to offer it. The fifth artifact. Yes, the fifth. Welcome to the solace of the gods. Perhaps you know it better as Null's reflection, as must do. Truly remarkable. We have succeeded where my great mages have failed. Mastered what we sought to master. I can now rest knowing that this power is safe with you. It is safe. It is for you, said the hatred of the past. Alright. My time to join Tal has come. May greet me as a friend. How about that? Alright. Self good. Save and just carry for 4. Alright. Centurial filled. Now they have closure into their floods. But you were right in front of me. Alright, let's go back. Not too bad. Afterward, we start the Red Mage quest, which would be a little more interesting. We'll make the gameplay a little more interesting too, because I can, I'll be able to hide. Okay, did my Wickham just died? Give me a sec. This is not normal. Why did you die? Wake up. Wow. Wish I could record that. Okay, that seems to be working back again. Hello. This was weird. Hey. Bum 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Alright. This will be the end of it. Nobody will tell me like, oh, come back at level. No, wait. No, they should offer me another quest, but it would not be allowing me until I finish A Realm Reborn. Both the threads which bound us all in this threat to whoa. Most mysterious thing these lives we led. Do you recall when the words of so many legend of prophecies first brought you to me? It was here, at these land, the same Burgundy fall. We have spoken much since then. Yet I never imagined this day would come. I stand before you now with no regrets. I am grateful to the gods for letting our path cross. Those old Melok, Daza, and you, I count you all as my brethren in black. Together we have seen the souls of our ancestor given peace, and I too now feel happiness I never known. You have become a true Black Mage, my friend, and more than that, a true friend, Black Mage. Let the dark hearts we share be a symbol of our bound, and that undying in shadow or light, by day or night. Woohoo! The block has taken you. Yep. Which gave me this armor. Normally I do have the helmet, but since it's of Viera, I don't have access to it. But since like I said, they've changed it up. Oh, I do upgrade. They gave us this now, which the whole set of armor evolve. What's the difference? Aside from the stronger, it's the colors. But now that this is done, we are level 50. As a level 50 character, we can go back to Ul'dah and start the quest for the job for Red Mage, which is here. Also, for weaponry, they've not changed it. Like, if you want to have like the relic weapons of A Realm Reborn, this is what they're called, relic weapons. You had to do a special series of quests, which sucks, by the way. Which require like, oh, go do. It's after the story, so you need to reach a certain point in the quest. It was like, or redo all 3 primals in art version with a specific weapon attached with specific materia. Go back to one guy. That one guy lend you new prototype. Go do different fight. Come back. Then you have the first form. Second form. Yeah, you have to spam all a number of fate until you receive special object. Like, it was a pain to do. I'm not like I've not tried the latest one of Dawn Trail. I know in Walker it was people complain about it, like was just, oh, just buy it. People complain about it. And now the new one requires a new whole set of quests, which I've not started on my main character. Talking to Red. You're an adventurer? Please, you have to rescue my sister. Some horrible people tried to kidnap us just outside the city gates. I managed to break free when a traveler spotted to help. My sister never caught up to me. That was clever. You will? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Please, hurry. To the gate here, and I just keep going straight ahead. You should find him. The traveler was some sort of mage, I think. It was 1 against 5. Surely he couldn't stand against so many. It was a mage, I think. Keywords. Don't touch. Oh, you're one of them. Show off. Show off. That's why I liked him. Hey, who might you be? You came to lend your aid. My apologies. Had I but known, I would have spared you a villain or two. After all, you seem to share this distaste for those who could prey upon defenseless children. Hi, birds of feather are we? I remember your name. Oh my god, how do you pronounce it? Swoon? We'll call him Swoon. Highly incorrect. I don't care. A pilgrim of sorts, but I know your name, friends. Why does that strike such a familiar chord? Excuse me, I just want to thank you for saving me. My pleasure, child. You unharmed, yes? Good, let us escort this brave lass to her sister then. Lead the way. We go back inside. I wonder if they changed the quest. Because, compared to all other quests like Thaumaturge or all the other class that starts from level 1, I remember Evans where you were starting from level 30. Stormblood and forward, all new class started 10 levels under the maximum from the last previous expansion. What I mean is like Stormblood's maximum level was 70. You start Red Mage and Samurai level 50. So you're 20 level under. And yeah, that means I already have new class, a lot of new skills, new system. You have the basic of it, everything. But you get the quest's supposed to teach you how to use them. Good thing is it works. Sad thing is not all the time. Fellow adventurer, thank you. We are very grateful for your kindness. I'm so scared. What did those tribal people want with us? You ain't worry about them anymore, sister. The man in red defeated them all. You saw how he fought with the spell and steel. He's one of those heroes Papa told us about. A crimson duelist, aren't you? I did not expect to hear that name this far south in Eosia. Then you are a crimson duelist. I knew it. Your Papa is telling you his daughter tells of Red Mage. Then he must be from El Amigo, yes. Well, that will explain his choice of bedtime stories. Now, shall we see you last home? We'll be alright from here. Thank you again. And away they escape safe in AP now. Was it not? I believe we've earned ourselves a celebratory drink. You need not to feel compelled, my friend. Should the moon strike you, however, you'll find me staying over at the Black Rush Station. I've heard ale served at the Coffer Coffin, most agreeable. And we go join the guy. Alright. Yeah, that's the place. Alright, yeah, that will be for level 50, then 60 it's going to be Gunbreaker. Oh, right here. Ah, you came. It so happened the mother of those girls tracked me down. And insisted I accept her reward. As I mentioned, you might be stopping by. She left a token of gratitude for you as well. You see, we have assisted an affluent merchant family. A revelation which might explain the attempted kidnapping. Hefty ransom and all that. I'm told the girls were immediately assigned to a capable bodyguard. However, so we can drink in peace, knowing that they are all well protected. Oh, I remember whence I know your name. I learned from a few from. I know English. I learned a few first from a young lass named Alice, who I met upon the road. She expressed an admiration for your growing exploits, even as she persuaded me to teach her the basic of Red Mage. So this is a hint. Back. It was during Evan's war, post-patch, near the end of it, actually. Halise, the Alfino's twin sister, was our hint. Well, not our hint. Was literally the class that we showed the first attempt as a Red Mage. Like, literally. I think the class was announced, or not even. No, it was not even announced. It was not even a hint of it yet. She just showed up. The twins used the same weaponry, per se. But she just wielded a magical sword. Just like that. And so right now we learn that, oh yeah, that's because she has knowledge of Red Magery. She proved a quick strategy in the arcane side of things, but fencing was something of a challenge. By the end of our lessons, however, she had learned to combine spellcraft with swordplay, when to cast from afar, and when to launch forward with a well-timed thrust. And what of you, my friend? Have you any interest in the art? I suspect you would make an exceptional Red Mage. I'm deadly serious. woman who would rush to the aid of a stranger's child without fear of hesitation is a woman I will trust with the power of Red Magic. But even beyond that, I sense in you a kindred spirit. Be warned, however, that my style of teaching is a practical one. I would expect you to join me on my journey and assist me in aiding others. Accept those terms and I will bestow upon you the accoutrement of a Red Mage. Are you familiar with soul crystals? This particular stone is attuned to the past wielder of Red Magics, and will find your mind with a firm foundation of technique. You need only to reach for your hand. Path of a Red Mage with one word in the soul crystal is yours. You will not regret this decision, my friend. Gods above, for a moment there, I tell you were meant to refuse me. A house of Red Mage committed their memories to this gem, and now it is yours. I don't remember when they explained this more, but yeah, all the soul crystals are just impregnated, marked by before wielder. That's how you gain further knowledge of like how to do this stuff, and it's important to know for especially some of the other jobs. Like one that will do it later is the Dark Knight. Absorb the knowledge it contains. Then we will discuss the finer points of Red Magic. But first, I shall give you that reward. This is the sound of Stormblood's quest. Inventory actually. There you go. Change weapon. Recommend gear, thank you. Oh, wait! Oops. They changed it! Okay, beforehand, this one as I knew. I remember this one. We couldn't wear the hat. They changed it! Alright. Let me switch up this up quickly. 80% save. I hate having cluster of things in the middle. Like my field of vision for games, especially like MMOs now, I can see enough things. I can keep my eyes on my odd bars, I can keep my eyes on my HP and my balance things, and I can see the AoEs without issues. If you cluster me in the middle, I will hate it. But I'm so happy the hat is there! Wait, does that mean the Red Mage? Oh, I hope so. Hey, I see from the glint in your eyes that the soul crystal has surrendered its secrets. Welcome to the ranks of the Red Mages. The art we practice is born of noble origin. This balance and control energies were once used to stem the tide of destruction and reclaim a future of dispossessed. I speak of the age some 1500 years past, when the clash of two sorcerous civilizations brought upon the Six Umbral calamity. Ere the great floods rose, people fled from their homes and into the mountain of Gir Abanya. Even Mage of Mak and Andapur were to be found amongst the refugees. These wizardry practitioners became targets of retribution for the part they played in upsetting the natural balance, and soon did they shed their robes of black investment of white. If people were to survive and rebuild following the disasters, however, they will need the power of the arcane. Thus were the principle of black and white magery reinvented. Upon the combined foundation, an entirely new disciple was built: Red Magic. But I've had a battle on about the history of it for long enough. Far better that you experience Red Magic firsthand. There remains the mysteries of who sent kidnappers. There remains the mystery of who sent the kidnappers of those poor girls, and I'm feeling attempt to unearth the culprit will provide the battle practice you require. Before we plunge into the fray, however, there are questions we'll ask. Come with me to Eastern Tunnelin to the Church of Saint Adama Lademba. Ladema. I know how to read. And now just remember that I need to place this shit. Alright, don't need this, don't need this, don't need this. This comes here. This is Repost. Jolt comes here. This is Karakar. Bird Thunder. I'll send it here for now. Same for you. For Arrow. This is me knowing this kills hop ahead of time. Scatter. For Arrow 2 and this for Thunder. Okay. This is for Fire. For Stone. Swear Displacement. Displacement will actually. So this will actually be here. Wait, am I wrong? Because they did change. They did have a skill. Okay, yeah, this is one. That's one. This is Circus. This is Redoublement. Flèche. Acceleration. Addle. Lucid Dream. Swift Cast. This is it for now. Okay. For now, we can place you here. Don't need this. I will change you from this one. This one is pretty more useless. And this is necessary. Alright. Now, what I usually suggest is, honestly, go to action, read everything. Because you need to learn. Like, literally, actions unassignable. When can you use these and everything? And what's happening? Like, the first question I'm going to do should explain this. But the way the game had skills and everything, you have no idea which skills, like, what will it do? What does it do? Where should it be placed? That's why they're like, I know for Red Mage, but if you read the skills ahead of time, you'll have actually a good idea. There is another thing that you can do to help, which I can explain after. I have not unlocked it yet because story quests and all. I think you could unlock it, but I'm the one who decided to not unlock it. There you are. I'll introduce you to Father Elude, but I believe the two of you are already acquainted. Has told me a tale of nefarious spellcasters in their attempt to kidnap two young girls. And you wish to ask if this thaumaturgical cabal is known to me? Yes? There are several such cults which come to mind. I must have more details. You say each member shared some rather unusual traits. Aye. Not one word spoken over the entire exchange. Not one shift in expression, and I urged them to yield. Each of them also appeared branded with some manner of tattoo. A sigil, pulsing with arcane energy. Ah, medieval practice. Such cursed sigil are known to destroy the will of the bearer, resulting in a biddable puppet which acts in much manner you have described. There is no salvation of such wretched creatures. Then we must seek the fiend to pull their strings. Pray, learn what you can of this cabal and its purpose, Father. We have another task to attend to. Might I suggest some light stretching before you step outside? You'll soon understand why. Yeah, now games take to level 50. Detailed discussion. Yeah. Alright, persistent as a Red Mage. But now the point is to explain how to work. You notice where we were being followed? The very cabal that we are investigating seems to have taken an interest in us. I sense an ambush in the offing. Do they seek to silence us, perhaps? Well, let them try. This will be a perfect opportunity for you to test your newly acquired skill. But first, a brief lesson. A Red Mage spells belong to two distinct schools, rooted as they are in the ancient disciple of black and white magic. Intertwined, they form the solid core for magic, and through the balanced casting of both disciples, can a Red Mage build his foundation higher and higher. When your strength has reached its peak, that is when you lunge forward and unleash the energy thrumming within your blade. Then you leap away, returning to the first steps. It is a dance, my friend. This is also the big difference for like Red Mage compared to Black Mage and Summoners. Like, Summoners have more strong skills in AoEs. Red Mage is main focus is single target. Like, in a single target fight between a Summoner and a Red Mage wins. Between a Black Mage and Red Mage wins. For a simple reason, the Red Mage main skills, the main assets, are all single target. Summoner, don't get me wrong, Summoner and Black Mage are strong. Especially Black Mage nowadays, they're very strong. But the Red Mage has a upper tier, which is also the same for like Pictomancer. They made it closer to a single target. They do have strong AoEs, but you don't underestimate them. Come out, wherever you are. We have no intention of running or hiding from you. I wear a sword, as you can see, but I am not partial to violence. Is there no chance we might attempt to parley in year of bloodletting? Yeah, that's an answer of no. How unsettling. Well, it seems you will have your battle. Remember what I have taught you. Yep. Now this is the point of like, Jolt is a double casting. If you go for like Burst Thunder over Aerial, the casting time is far longer. As if you go for like a balancing between both, due to the double cast. Like the first spell is casted normally, second spell is instant cast. Like, even for example, I'll go for like Bird Thundering. It's a far longer cast. And we got a very fire and very spell. Don't hesitate to use them as starting points. Flash is an out of cooldown, global cooldown, so you can, as soon as you have it, it's reaction, go ahead. But if you look below, you see that right now my balancing is at 57, 56. Let's get go. These puppets must have a leader lurking nearby. Let us take the battle to our ambusher, shall we? But before we resume the hunt, let us be sure of your technique. As a Red Mage, you are capable of casting 2 spells in rapid succession using what is known as dual cast effect. Hey, I just explained that, bud. In tone of a short spell, and you will find that the lengthy incantation can now be cast in an instant. Take advantage of this technique to bombard your foes with an arcane destruction. And this is where Red Mage shine the most when you do raids. Because, like was explained, casting a raid spell takes a long time. But if you can cheese the way of it with the double casting in this, like the first cast, depending on the situation, you can make an attack, or you can go ahead and make a healing spell. Yeah, and when you see, like in the corner, you see my balance is now red. There wasn't even a sound cue for it. There you go. So for Red Mage, you see they kept it the same way. It's still trial and errors. They explain a lot, but discover it here for yourself. But like, if I go to like action and trace, I suggested you have the things. It's 130, a potential of 130 action upgrade to enhance repose if both black mana and white mana are at 20 or more. This one is the same kind of effect. There's a combo effect. So if I do repose before, this one gets stronger from 100 to 150. And this one get boosted at 50 mana and more. And lastly, same thing. This is a combo from 100 to 230. And this one is upgraded at 50. So 15, 15, 30 with 20, 50. When you have the 50 mana, don't hesitate. You can jump into the fight, go to for this. And like the enhance, they went, like for example, for the first skill, it's 130. It becomes 220. Second one becomes 290. Third one becomes 470. Don't underestimate those. Don't sleep on those. And like for what I was also saying earlier, for Thunder has a casting time of 2.40 seconds. Casting time of 4.80. Jolt has a 1.92. Don't sleep on this. Like, it's don't start with Ver Thunder or Ver Aerial, start with Jolt. It's a little different though for when you do AoEs. Scatter is a 480, but Ver Thunder and Ver Aerial is 192. So this is different. When you do the AoEs, you do reversed. And the trick is, especially in the beginning, you try to keep the balance. Because if you unbalance yourself, there's going to be a cost in some way. Like, if you go only black magic, eventually your skills will be weaker into white magic during some times until you break the mana of it. You need to keep balancing. Like, for example, also what I was saying, Ver Cure has a casting time of 192. Ver Raise has 9.6. Has a Red Mage with dual cast. Cast Ver Cure. Cast any spell. Then dual cast into Ver Raise. It's an instant cast that you have all the time. You can always go for like the instant cast Ver Raise, but the dual cast will not react to this one. It's level 64 to raise. 54 for okay. So it takes some time. You also have the knowledge of like in the traits aspect of action and traits. Or of this that always help out. It grants the effect of dual cast upon casting any spells with a cast time. While under the effect of dual cast, your next spells will require no cast time. Effect is cancelled upon execution of any action other than an ability, auto attacks do not cancel. Okay. And like I said, upon casting any spells with a cast time. So if you do instant cast beforehand, well, swift cast, it does not prompt the dual casting. Well done. You have exceeded my expectations. Which is a fortunate thing, for I did not anticipate on the arrival of that fearsome hound. These mages were willing to forfeit their own lives to ensure that we lost ours. Do you see? The brand on her left cheek. This is the cursed sigil which stole her will and left her invulnerable for the most heinous of commands. Our ambushers were young man and woman. Everyone all transformed into mindless spawns by some hidden master. And this master has shown no compunction against sacrificing peace that outlives their usefulness. No, this cannot stand. Heed me. You have begun your education in red magic. There is much more I will teach you. Come, let us return to Lich Yard. Oh, at time. Quick break. It's going to be quick break. Quick break. Let's do this in this. Alright, I'm back. Let's stop the music. And let's go back to the game. Here we go. The church's leechyard is the final resting place of many victims of the seventh umbral calamity. Red magic was conceived to stem such tides of destruction in an age when the abuse of sorcery flooded the world with death. The distinction from earlier disciple is key. While practitioner of black and white magic draw upon ambient ether, Red Mage weave her spells, using only the reserve of mana with which she was born. In the era in which red magic was created, to do otherwise was forbidden. To manifest more powerful effects, the first red mage adopted a method by which precise sword technique will harness and amplify the energy of their spoken incantations, their mage's own physical form serving as an arcane accelerator. An ingenious way of preserving their self-imposed limitations. Understand that the blade we wield is not simply a weapon, it is a focus of all our efforts and lessen strife and suffering. Every generation of Red Mage is part of an unending battle. We are soldiers who fight for those enduring violence and subjugation, the bulwark against the unkind vagaries of fate. 20 years ago, I joined the revolutionary in Alamigo, and I learned red magic alongside like-minded companions. We formed the Crimson Duelists, and together we rose up against tyranny of the Mad King Theodoric. We were crushed of all the duelists, only I survived to watch our homeland languish under the rule of imperial invaders. Even after leaving Alamigo, I never ceased fighting for its liberation, and when I learned of the calamity, of the threats to all of the lands of Eorzea, I allowed myself for the valiant scholar of Shalayan. In the end, I wasn't able to protect my homeland or halt the approach of fiery disaster. But never once in all these years have I betrayed a oath the duelists swore to champions the weak with their heart and steel. Such is the nature of magic. You will learn from this idealistic fool. If you will master this art, however, then my road shall become your road for the duration of your studies. I will remain here at the church for the time being, and be a pest to the good Father Hilliard until we uncover the origin of this cult. Your only chores shall be to reflect upon the lesson of the day and prepare for our next encounter. And now come back where you have leveled up. I think it's level 53? 52? At that time it was, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, come on. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah. Heaven's Words were doing jump 2 levels. And Stormblood kept it. Then afterward, during Shadowbringer and Handwalker, they reduced it even more. To have more focus on because they did change things too. Because A Realm Reborn, Evansward, Stormblood had a job quest, like the quest for the job for right now I am a Red Mage, so I have quests for those. Shadowbringer, they decided to change it for job to role. Like for example, you'll have like tank, healer, physical DPS, physical range, melee DPS, and magical DPS. Shadowbringer, I think they combine both physical range and magical range, if I recall correctly. But yeah, you need to have, if you want to learn more, you need to have one of each. That's why, because there's some story very interesting. I will level up a physical range, a melee, healer, and a tank. Now that is all done, we are now a Red Mage. And guess what? We off to continue the story. So we mainly just solve the issue in Correctas. Um, the Enterprise is in our hands. Now we just do menial tasks until we're sent away to a bigger threat, which shouldn't be too long if I recall correctly. Ah, there it is. Like we're doing suicide. You, hi, bud. Here. Uh, Give me this. Blah 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 blah. You send me to the burning wall. Fine. Alright, we're in the burning wall. Down below. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. I hate this place too. Yeah, forward. Like, thanks to my high level, the monsters, well, these small ones are not aggressive, but that's the wrong path. Yeah, that's the wrong path. And you on your side. Alright, done this path. It's technically right below, but oh well. Right below here. I jump. Nope, the game does not allow it. Alright, fine. Alright. Right here. Ugh. Really, bud? To the wrong path. I hate this place. Yeah, and go here. And go to the right. Alright. Man, it's another way to fly in these areas. It was be so much easier. Here's a crystal, buddy. Alright. We go back over there. You know what? I don't feel like walking or mounting over there. I'm going to be lazy. Uh, right, yeah, this is the thing of like the crystal thing to counterbalance everything. Uh, oh, you're sending me on to the all right, bud. To the eyes of Umbra. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. If I recall correctly, it was you? Yeah, to the Isles of Umbra. Prohibited. Oh, I need to talk to. I need to talk to the other guy before. Which is up here. Hi. Uh. Yeah, the professor has sent me. Uh. Yep, we go to Isle of Umbra. But we need to question the yellow jacket, which we'll learn that things are not good there. Is there one in here? No. Is it higher? Yes, I saw a symbol. Thank you for the giant symbol over your heads to tell me you're part of the quest. Alright. Good talk. How do you even... How do you even get here? Oh well. They were boxed and all, like they're... Huh. Yep. Every yellow jacket is telling me, "Y'all go there, buddy." There's a good reason for it. All right. Got for second place. If we were forced to abandon Ferris Sirius, the High Life become not more than a graveyard for a ship unable to navigate for the shores, and purgatory for the soul dragged down the depth of within. Yep. Yeah. There's a problem on the island. There's a reason why it was abandoned. Uh, Question Yellow Jacket, I paid a visit local to the pub. Yep. There's another way to get in. I wanna fly. Come on. And there we go. She calls me, sings to me. Tell Mimi Doa, I'm sorry. Give him this. He was right. Or, could you release me? Yes. Yes, release me. I will go and tell her. Let me go to her. Say what? It's not helpful. Carol asked much of if it misses his favorite bar wench. What was about the main and Mimidoa? Wait, I know that name. That's a bastard who grabbed my ass the other day at a pub. Well, if you want to give him that feather, be my guest. I'm not going anywhere near him and his wandering hands. I mean, fully valid lady, woman. Do you want me to drown it? Yeah, there it is. I mean, is that what I think it is? I could have been. You found this, you say? Where did you say you found it? Catherine. I was hoping to have a word with the lad, but not like there's not left. Twist his ear. He was supposed to help patch up Fair was serious. He was. Company sent me to supervise a lot of them. Uh, in other words, the company was sent there to like try to save the place. We work on the place, but there's an issue with the place. Don't worry, you'll also know. Uh, yeah, blah 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 blah. Try me along on your journey, but if you insist, I will go as well. Well, as my witness, if you leave me behind to be devoured by some overdetermination, I shall come back to haunt you. Yay, we go. Now we can go to the ferry skipper, go to the Isles of Umbra, and suffer. Yay. This is going to be interesting. Alright. This should be as simple as you got your rite of passage. Alright then, climb aboard. Whee! And here we are. Alright. Oh wait. It doesn't seem all that bad. I'm not saying like I'd bail a summer home here, but the hell's with this. Here, take your pot and go on without me. Where's the crystal before, right? Sometimes as though you require my assistance. Speak to the man guarding the gate. I'm sure he'll let you in. Now, if you will please excuse me. Yeah, so that you know, uh, it's right across Lilliport. Like our Lilliport is right over there. Look at the map. That's a little more to the east. It's not far. How did you come here? Access to this island is currently restricted. An old bot. Not sure I follow. Oh, I see. You wish to harvest a corrupted crystal? Sorry, friend, but you may have to return empty-handed. The right master maybe the gave you may grant you access to the island, but only authorized personnel may proceed past this point. How you ask? Look up and see for yourself. When a giant mass of crystal struck the lighthouse, it caused severe damage to both the structure and the machinery within that one powered the beacon. Hi, contrary to what the small folk will have you believe, the fire of Fair Sirius were not product of a mage thaumaturgies or a colossal arcane bomb, but an elaborate contraption fueled by ethereal energy. Repairs are still ongoing, but it's anyone's guess when they'll be complete. What's worse, all work has ceased since rumors of Walking Dead drove off our entire crew. Now that those rumors are incorrect, I've observed the fiend from a distance. In a ship graveyard to the south. What's drawn them to our shore is still a mystery, though. I'll make you a deal. Help me unravel this mystery, I'll bring you your corrupted crystal. In fact, I shall begin researching for one that satisfies your requirements. As for where to begin your inquiry into the situation, it so happens that a party of three adventurers came ashore not long ago, seeking to scavenge valuable trinkets at the ship graveyard. I'd be surprised if they knew nothing of the undead infestation, but might behoove you to question them. You. Ah. Yo. The Square Dad things, that voice. Actually, the voice was quite nice. I got voice, that single fleeting verse. I can still hear it. Stay clear to the southern shore and friend. Took every ounce of my strength to resist. Saw them too, right? Dead people. Just shabbling about. Without a care in the world. Except when they do. Seems to care. That is. Then starts shuffling toward it in the water. I just noticed I forgot to replace the game sound since earlier. Gee, me, that's over 30 minutes of you guys not hearing any sounds of the game. GG, me. This talk about lowering voice is historically familiar. As if that's impossible, they're all dead, aren't they? If the app returned, that would mean, oh, beg your pardon. I was just thinking about something. Just remind me, I received word that Master Mudo will be arriving any moment. Apparently, he grew frustrated waiting for this sweet young lass with skin as soft as Phoenix down to return. Which I'm assuming is you. I'm going to kick his ass. I know what sort of arrangement you had, but you should probably go and explain yourself. Some unvoiced harlot been calling out posts when they're near shit graveyard and stir up the dead and all. Takes me back to the days of Cannon Boy. Curious spare, blah blah blah. Alright, we go to the graveyard now. Don't worry, we investigate. Alright, to the shit graveyard. If she passes near the shore, she's sure to spy the campfire and come looking. Just a matter of waiting now. Right? Level 45 sync. I'm missing level 5 level. I won't have access to everything. I think I won't not have my last combo in. I don't know if some sly bugger ain't spun us a yarn here. Wait, here? Yes, sir. Look! Honey underwater, she come! Initiate, she come! Hi, Siren. Because shove them plugs in your hair and get ready for a fight. Since she realizes you're deaf to her ditties, she'll call on her thralls and we'll be up to our neck in corpses before we know it. I remember this instance being very hard back then. There you go. Yep, that's what I thought it was the last one. All right. I'm better than that, Nishit. Happy as a sailor in a whorehouse. Hey, of course you are. I would just kind of push her back temporarily. Do I have? I don't. Okay. There's a secret min. There's two secret minions you can get on this island, but you need two items. You need an elixir and a high elixir, which you'll find the NPC right around this part. You mean it was a siren? How were you able to resist her song? I see. I had heard that Master Mimido was involved in the first purge. Never actually having survived an ordeal like that, I can't blame him for carrying hair plugs around with him. Anyway, I have something for you. The corrupted crystal you wanted, safely sealed within the pot, just as you requested. Please take it with my compliments. And now we go back to the girl at shore. How much time? Oh, we got 20 minutes. Alright. Bum, 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 bum. Yep, I got a crystal. Yeah, now we go back to Grindania for a high suspect crystal. Actually, I can just do that. What? Oh. Why are you? Hi, BRB, guys. Quick BRB. I need to answer that. Be right back. Hey, something came up. I'll have to go. I'm sorry. Um, um, yeah. I'll see you all on Monday. Sorry about that, everyone. Yeah. I just said that. Yeah. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.